What's up everybody, welcome back to Travel University, and today we're diving into something that hits close to home for a lot of us. The open road. We're counting down the most dangerous highways in the United States. Buckle up, because we're about to take a wild ride through some of the most treacherous stretches of asphalt in America. We're talking hairpin turns, blind corners, and enough statistics to make you double-check your seatbelt. Before we hit the gas, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and turn on those notifications so you never miss an upload. We're on the road to 10,000 subscribers, and with your help, we can get there. Now, let's get this show on the road. First up, we're hitting the East Coast with I-95 stretching from Miami to Maine. This massive road trip magnet sees over 100 million travelers every year. With cities like New York, Boston, and Philadelphia, I-95 is notorious for traffic and aggressive drivers. The New Jersey Turnpike is one of the most dangerous stretches, packed with construction and heavy trucks. From Florida to Maine, stay alert and drive defensively. Your safety depends on it. US Route 1 hugs the eastern coastline, offering stunning ocean views and charming seaside towns. But don't let the beauty fool you. This highway has a dark side. Stretching from Florida to Maine, US Route 1 has seen plenty of accidents. The danger? A mix of tourists, locals, and truckers all sharing narrow lanes and sharp curves. Add in frequent intersections and hazardous conditions, and you've got a recipe for disaster. The Florida Keys bridges and Maine's winding, icy roads are especially treacherous. In winter, ice and snow make US Route 1 even more dangerous. Stay sharp. Now, let's head down to the Sunshine State, where I-4 cuts right through the heart of Florida, connecting Tampa on the west coast to Daytona Beach on the east. This 132-mile stretch of highway is a hotbed for accidents, and trust me, it's not just because of the tourists. You've got heavy congestion, especially around the Orlando area, where theme park traffic can turn the interstate into a parking lot. Then you've got those sudden Florida downpours that can reduce visibility to almost zero in seconds. And let's not forget about the aggressive drivers who treat I-4 like their own personal speedway. One of the most notorious stretches is the I-4 Dead Zone, a 20-mile section between Tampa and Orlando that's seen more than its fair share of fatal accidents. Construction, narrow lanes, and a high volume of traffic make this stretch particularly treacherous. So, if you're planning a road trip on I-4, be prepared for anything. Hold on tight as we journey onto I-10, a coast-to-coast behemoth that stretches over 2,400 miles from sunny Jacksonville, Florida, all the way to Santa Monica, California. This highway is a lifeline for commerce and travel, but it's also one of the most dangerous roads in America. Why so risky? Well, picture this: long, desolate stretches through scorching deserts, drivers pushing the limits, and a whole lot of trucks sharing the road. It's a recipe for disaster. Some of the most accident-prone areas include sections in Arizona where extreme heat and blinding sun can be deadly, and parts of Louisiana where dense fog and heavy rainfall can reduce visibility to dangerous levels. And let's not forget about the wildlife. From deer to wild hogs, animals crossing the road can pose a serious threat to drivers, especially at night. So buckle up, stay alert, and be prepared for anything on I-10. Get ready for some serious elevation as we tackle US Route 550, also known as the Million Dollar Highway. This scenic byway winds through the San Juan Mountains of Colorado, offering breathtaking views of rugged peaks and deep canyons. But don't let the beauty fool you. This highway is not for the faint of heart. We're talking about narrow lanes, steep drop-offs, and hairpin turns that will test even the most experienced drivers. The Million Dollar Highway earned its name not from its construction costs, but from the alleged amount of gold ore used in its pavement. But trust me, the real treasure here is making it through safely. The lack of guardrails on some sections only adds to the thrill, or should I say, terror. And during the winter months, snow and ice make this highway even more treacherous. So, if you're planning to brave the Million Dollar Highway, make sure your brakes are good, your nerves are steel, and your insurance is paid up. Next, we're cruising down I-15, a major artery that connects Las Vegas, Nevada to Los Angeles, California. This stretch of highway is a hotbed for traffic, especially on weekends when folks are heading to and from Sin City. But it's not just the volume of cars that makes I-15 dangerous, it's the driving. You see, with so many people coming and going from Vegas, there's a higher chance of encountering drivers who are, shall we say, a little distracted. Add in the desert heat, which can wear down drivers and their vehicles, and you've got a recipe for disaster. One of the most notorious stretches is the Cajon Pass, a steep and winding mountain pass that can be a nightmare during bad weather. So if you're planning a road trip between Vegas and LA, make sure you're well rested, hydrated, and ready for anything. Finally, we're venturing up north to US Route 2, a sprawling highway that cuts through the northernmost states of the US, from Michigan's Upper Peninsula all the way to Everett, Washington. This scenic route offers stunning views of forests, lakes, and mountains, but it also comes with its fair share of dangers. Think about it: long stretches of isolated highway, unpredictable weather conditions, and limited access to emergency services. It's a recipe for trouble. During the winter months, US Route 2 can be especially treacherous. We're talking about heavy snowfall, icy conditions, and whiteout blizzards that can reduce visibility to zero. But even in the summer, this highway can be challenging. You've got wildlife crossings, winding roads, and the occasional reckless driver to contend with. So, if you're planning a road trip on US Route 2, make sure you're prepared for anything Mother Nature can throw at you. Well, there you have it, folks. America's most dangerous highways. From coast to coast, these roads have seen it all, and they demand your respect. Remember, driving is a privilege, not a right, and it's up to each and every one of us to make responsible decisions behind the wheel. So, buckle up, stay alert, and always be aware of your surroundings. And hey, before you hit the road, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on those notifications. Until next time, stay safe out there.